Hi, everybody. This is Alexander with Divine Reconnections. With all the clients I've been seeing, big theme that I'm running across is burnout. Just everybody's burnout. Everybody's feeling burnout, including myself, right? I have those moments of being burnout. And so I was thinking, what are three ways that we can all avoid burnout? These things that we can do to help maintain our energies, stay connected, move through the tiredness, right? Move through those moments that we're tired and disconnected, and then reconnect, recharge, and reconnect. And so here are three ways that you can work on throughout the day, throughout the week to help really get those energies moving when you're feeling burnt out. And how can you recharge? Number one, move, right? Movement is the most important way, one of the most important way that we can avoid burnout. And movement can be so many things. It could be taking a 20-minute walk around, whether it's your home or if you're at work, taking a 20-minute walk, recharging those legs, recharging those energies, right? Our legs is where we receive. It's how we receive receiving energies, how we receive our energies. So moving the legs is so important to be able to get those energies in your legs moving, and once you do that, the energy starts to rise. It starts to recharge you, starts to re-energize you. So walking is a great way. If you like to do any sort of yoga, whether you do it at home, there's so many YouTube videos now. You can do yoga at home or join a class. There's nothing more invigorating than joining a class with others that are experiencing the same type of energies as you, that are experiencing the same type of, energy burnout, and doing a class together, especially with all those energies present. Everybody feeds off of each other. And it also holds you accountable, right? Holds you accountable to be able to go do something. So yoga is a great way to get the body moving. Stretching is so good for us. And it's even something I struggle with sometimes, is taking the time to stretch. But stretching is so important because it really brings oxygen within the blood vessels. It brings oxygen within the body by stretching. It gets things moving and relaxed, right? It gets that tension that we're holding on to in our body to start to relax, so our body can be able to regenerate, so that our body can be able to rejuvenate. So stretching is another great way to get things moving. And then another way, which I love to do, is dancing. Dancing is the one of the best ways to get your body moving. It gets your legs moving, it gets your body moving, gets the energy moving, right? It gives you a chance to dump your stuff. And so even throwing on some music in your house or going and finding a place to dance is so beneficial and so much fun, and it allows you a chance to just let go. So movement, movement, movement. Another way that can help avoid burnout is meditation. There's so many meditation apps out there that you can do. I know there's a Calm app that you can do. There's YouTube videos. I love to go through YouTube, and I love to pull up a video on YouTube and listen to that for 10 minutes in meditation, using my breath work. Breath work is so important in moving out and flushing out energies and flushing out tiredness. Doing breath work where you're breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, and repeatedly doing that, right? Using your diaphragm to take breaths. People don't realize that it's your diaphragm that you need to allow to expand and contract. So using that diaphragm to bring in breath and breathe out those toxins. Breathe in oxygen, breathe out the exhaustion. Breathwork is so important as you're sitting there listening to music for 10 minutes, 10 to 30 minutes, right? I always try to do between 10 and 30 minutes. They say meditation can be really positive for an hour. We don't always all have an hour, but even if you do 10 to 30 minutes every single day, and even if you break up that throughout the day and give yourself 10 minutes here and 10 minutes there, 10 minutes maybe after lunch, right? To put on some music, do your breath work, repeated breath work in and out, really flushing out that tiredness, flushing out that tiredness through your feet, flushing it out of your crown. Some people like to flush out of their crown, imagining the stuff leaving their head and going up into the universe. Others like to flush out through their feet, imagine their feet giving into Mother Earth and giving all of that heaviness and exhaustion to Mother Earth. So really connecting to meditation every day is so beneficial. If you can get into a practice of doing meditation every morning, the first thing you do when you wake up, you make your coffee and you go meditate, and you set your day with meditation. You set your day with that breath work, with grounding your feet with roots, toes, putting feet roots from your feet, through your feet, into the ground itself, really grounding your energies when you start the day through that meditation will make such a difference with energizing your body, right? For me, meditation in the morning is such a great way for me to slowly wake up because I'm not a morning person. So it takes me a little bit for my body to wake up. So I love to make my cup of coffee. I love to go into my office and I love to sit there and do my meditations with my breath work and really just breathing in and out, and listening to beautiful music for 10 minutes really starts to allow my body to wake up and feel energized. So I'm flushing any tiredness that I feel from the previous day or any activities that I've done from the previous day. It allows me that opportunity to flush those energies out and really hold my space in a place of beautiful light and clear energy, right? Really just allow me to bring in that light and flush out anything I'm holding on to. And the third thing that is really important to do is self-care relaxation. There's so many different ways that you can relax the body. It is so important to relax the body because people don't realize that the more your system is revved up, right? The more your cortisol, the more you've got cortisol in your body that is constantly revving, the more burnout and tired you're going to be. And I totally can relate because I was in a corporate job for years while I was managing a second business. So I was managing two businesses and totally exhausted, totally burnt out myself. And I struggled with self-care. I struggled with giving myself the time to do those self-care relaxation techniques. And I have really learned that, and I've really learned how to honor my body and allow my body to relax and let go of that cortisol and just let that cortisol finally drop. So that ways I can come back to being fully recharged, coming back to being fully present. So that ways I can be present for my clients. And so some relaxation techniques you can do is, salt baths are amazing. Putting a salt bath, doing a salt bath with essential oils and throwing some roses in there and lighting some beautiful candles around your tub and getting a lavender eye pillow. And for 20 minutes, just sitting in that tub and allowing yourself, and maybe put on some music, allowing yourself to sit in silence and let your body just relax, let your nervous system drop, let your nervous system calm down. That's a great technique and a great way to do it. Another thing I love to do is to listen to music, put on some music, and actually write a gratitude list. I write a gratitude list for the day because it helps me connect to the happy, right? To the happy side of myself, to the happy place within me, and it lets my body start to drop as I think of the happy things that's happened throughout the day, right? I was able to take a walk. There was a beautiful sunny day. Someone took me to lunch. I had a great client today. I had a positive experience. Whatever you can find to really connect to the happiness side of you will start to also drop that cortisol. It'll start to calm the body down. So that's another technique you can do. I also have my Love and Comfort spray. I love my Love and Comfort spray because it's made with rose quartz crystals and with rose essence. So they actually crush roses and make a rose essence out of it. It's a fabulous Love and Comfort spray. I use that a lot when I need to just remember to self-care and I need just a moment just to calm myself down and really reconnect to myself, so that ways I can take the time to do a self-care piece, right? Like even walking the dogs is what I try to do in days. Go walk the dogs, give myself those 10 to 20 minutes just to connect to being present and letting any stress, letting any of those burnout feelings, those tired feelings start to ease away as they come down my body, right? Because you start to get tired as all your emotions get up to your head. So the more we can lower those emotions to our feet, the more we can lower that energy to our feet, the more grounded we'll feel and the more in control of our energy we'll feel. It's only when we start to get burnt out and tired that all the energy starts creeping up to our head, and that's where we get really emotional. So the Love and Comfort spray is something so easy to do throughout the day, just to again, give you that instant reminder of, I need to take a couple minutes for myself today. I'm ready to take a couple minutes. So if you're interested in that, DM me. I have that for you. I can bring that to you. Some other things you can do to kind of control burnout and getting tired is eating clean, right? I have learned the art of how to eat for the first time in my life, and I'm slowly figuring that out. And I have found that when I eat healthy, when I eat clean, my energies are, I'm able to sustain my energies so much longer than when I'm eating a ton of carbs, or I'm eating things that are processed, or things that are just not healthy for me. So just being conscious of what you're eating, and conscious of making sure that you eat snacks and you have your vegetables are so, I know they can seem mundane, but they're so important in regulating those energy levels, so that way you stay much more elevated and energy balanced throughout the day. So that's another tip that you can do, and I make sure I do. I try to eat every 4 hours. I'm eating some sort of little snack every 4 hours, so that way I'm maintaining my energy levels and keeping it going. Hydration is huge into maintaining your energy levels as well. That's part of that self-care, relaxation, drinking water, right? The more we can drink water, the more our energies again start to come down, the more we can balance those energies. And for those that struggle with water, I have gotten an app that I put on my phone that totally helps me drink my water, and it pings me every 4 hours and reminds me, did I drink my 36-ounce water? And so that ways it helps me be able to have the water I need throughout the day to sustain my energies and again not feel burnout. So I hope those techniques, some of these techniques kind of help you or remind you of how do you avoid burnout? What are the things that you can do to avoid your burnout every day? And again, clearing yourself with Palo Santo at the end of the day. I will say this like a broken record for the rest of my life. I spray Palo Santo. I have this amazing spray. DM me. I can give you the details on it. This is what I use at the end of all of my days. When I'm done with the day, I literally come and I spray myself with Palo Santo. I clear all of my energies. I flush all of my energies out. So that ways I can feel recharged, and anything I've picked up through the day, I am just dumping it. And that is really important to do at the end of the day. So that ways you do not get tired over this series of couple days, right? When we're not clearing our energies, those energies can start to compile, and within a couple of days we feel totally burnt out. So making sure we clear our energies as well at the end of the day by using an aromatherapy spray like Palo Santo is fabulous to just flush your stuff through the day. So hopefully these help you. DM me. I'd love to hear from you, what you're doing to maintain your burnout. I always like to hear from others what they're doing. So send me your feedback. I'd love to receive it. If you're interested in that loving comfort and Palo Santo spray, DM me. I will get your details and get that in your hands, because those are fabulous sprays to use to help you with your burnout. And hopefully booking a session with me, an energy healing session, so we move those energies out, or even a sound bath session, so that ways I can just relax those cortisols. I can relax that nervous system. A lot of clients that feel burnout love to come see me for a sound bath session, because it is just a blissful experience of receiving, and it purposely calms your nervous system down and lowers those cortisol levels, so you are not feeling burnout as much. So hopefully that gives you some quick, easy tips that you can do to keep yourself going. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for listening. Bye.